Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Let's take a look at a couple of these World Tournament characters that got their EZAs. So we could start here with High School Gohan. High School Gohan, he does seem like he is a rather decent, like free-to-play, kind of like support type character. He's going to have some defense, he has some defensive mechanics, he's got some support. I mean, let's just hop into like a reasonable difficulty stage. And we can kind of see how good he's going to look, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and give, we're definitely going to give High School Gohan a stickeroo. I've only got 10 left, bruh. Oh, the loss of Chain Battle has just felt so much, right? It's, on JP, it's been months, bruh, since we've had a Chain Battle, and they're never coming back. So we got a sticker for High School Gohan. Let's go and take a look at his build. I like to always show this part. I mean, he's a free-to-play support type character, obviously full dodge. I mean, it's obvious. I've been seeing a lot of people pushing crits on a lot of characters lately, and it's just like, nah, man, like, it's just like, this is the smartest way to go about it. Maybe you can go, like, some raw defense, I guess, because if you go, like, some raw defensive equips, I mean, Gohan does have damage reduction, so you could potentially impact that a little bit. Maybe you'd want to go additional. Gohan does get 50% attack and defense on his super attack effect, and he does have a 30% chance to stun. Could be good for maybe Cell Max, Super Battle Road stages. So, I mean, there's certainly at least a little bit of an argument to go additional, but like a support free-to-play character, like, yeah, you guys know, we're going full dodge, baby. Alright guys, so I hopped into the Golden Frieza Red Zone fight. I mean, this is a real fight. I wanted to jump into a fight with very competent enemies to kind of see what Gohan's stats look like. Because remember, Gohan does get specific buffs if there is an extreme class enemy, right? So Gohan has a pretty basic passive. He gets 158% attack and defense. He gets 58% attack and defense on super. 58% damage reduction, obviously good. He gives 3 key and 30% attack and defense to super class units. If there's an extreme class enemy, he gets another 58% attack and defense. And then he reduces the attack of the hit enemy by 20% for 2 turns. Now, he does have, you know, 158% stats is not bad, as it's just like initial stats, but he's a free-to-play character, right? So keep in mind that those stats, like, it need to be more like, you know, I don't know, 450%, something. Now, you don't want to run High School Gohan STR 1, but, I mean, we're going to do what we got to do. I did not want, remember, Gohan supports superclass characters. I didn't want him on rotation with Vegeta, but of course that's what he gets. I mean, if we get cooked right here, I mean, that's just bad luck at the start of the video. If I don't put Gohan STR 1, we're not going to get to attack right here. So, it is what it is. Let's see. Whoa, cord. No, okay. No super, and it was double digits, but now I don't know why the cord. My bad. Bruh. Alright, so there's Gohan taking double digits right there. Then there is the attack stat. We have at least a decent amount of additional. We didn't get one. Okay. So, I mean, Gohan, basically the role he's going to serve, right, is going to typically be like a floating type of support character. I think he should be helpful. I mean, Golden Frieza potentially is maybe not the greatest fight for him, just because AGL Golden Frieza is going to be type disadvantage for him anyway. But I do think that we could see High School Gohan be able to participate pretty well in some of these fights. I did hop into this because this is just like kind of like a newish difficult stage that I don't really do content in too much. And unfortunately, we can't get 9 orbs. It's fine. All right, let's hit this. We do have Gogeta. He's only guarding. Okay, perfect. Well, that's nice. Remember, Gogeta in base, just like Broly. Both Gogeta and Broly, I mean, they're pretty, I mean, I would almost say largely unimpressive in base. They pretty much just have, like, some damage, and I guess, to be fair, they are fairly tanky after they attack, so, like, we could keep them in slot 2 and slot 3, and they're usually pretty safe. Like, a boss has to be really crazy to do damage to Broly or Gogeta at the start of the fight, after they attack, right? Like, it's got to be, like, Cell Max or something like that. Alright, we're gonna one-turn this Frieza pretty easily here. LR, Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, I mean, they're still a very powerful character when it comes to the damage overall that they could just deal. Now, we're also going to need to show Gohan, again, on a non-villain fight. So, like, I would like to show Gohan, you know, against an extreme class enemy, and then also against a super class enemy. Well, I mean, let's just call it like it is. This doesn't look like a very good turn. Let's throw this. Okay. We are, like, really at the mercy of Frieza here. Gohan's Link set is Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Z Fighters, Hero of Justice, and Shattering the Limit. You know, he is on Topo's team, huh? Wait, I gotta double check. Does Topo lead... Does he lead Defender of Justice, or is it Special Pose? I gotta double check again. Topo leads Special Pose. Yeah. Okay. Because I saw Hero of Justice, I was like, damn, wait a minute, could High School Gohan actually be, like, potentially, like, maybe a decent run on Topo's team? But no, he's not on Topo's team. Okay. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's hope that we live. Not much else we could do besides hope that we live. I could put Gohan in slot 1, but, I mean, bruh. We're at 170k defense. Again, he gets 58% defense when he does a super. And, I mean, then he gets 50% from a super attack effects. Yeah, I mean, I do have him easy. Like, I just double checked real quick. I was like, I do have him easy 8, right? Like, I think he... Huh. Maybe I do want to see, like, a big boss attack him. Frieza would be a little unfair if Frieza... Like, because it's type disadvantage. I don't know. Gohan... Maybe if Gohan was... If he was guarding, too. I know it's like, you know, people go, what? How could they satisfy you? But it's like, I don't know. I guess he is a free-to-play character, right? Like, Gohan is not the newest Dokkan Fest or something like that, but... like, his stats look, like, they look a little low. That's all I'm saying. I think Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks would live a super by Frieza. Pretty sure. Okay. Oh, well, we might see it against Gohan after all. Honestly, I don't really care too much about Gohan's damage. His tanking is more so what's important. Okay. Well. Alright. Considering... pretty sure we were dead right there. Yeah, that's why you... Don't worry, guys. In my hands, these support characters will look really good, man. Don't worry. No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, that was going to do... considering a normal did 59k, I think that the super, which, I mean, this Golden Frieza is a 2 million super attack boss, right? Like, that would have just, I mean, turned us into... I don't know. What do I want to say? Silly putty. Like, that would have demolished us. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't look that good. Like, I mean, a free-to-play character that could tank normals, like, we'll take that, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it is tough to tank all normals right now. So, Golden Frieza's damage, his attack stat is 630. 630. Which is kind of, like, not that crazy compared to some other bosses' normals. Now, Gohan, you know, remember, we do have to factor in type disadvantage and class disadvantage, sure. And then Frieza's super attack is 1.8 million. 1.89. It's basically 1.9 million. Yeah, I don't know. That didn't... maybe I'm crazy. That didn't look like the craziest turn by Gohan to me. 59k from a normal? That's no good. That is no good. Alright. That's against a villain, too. Like, remember, if we want to take Gohan against Supreme Battle Spectacle bosses or anything like that, I mean, we're going to be fighting superclass enemies. Supreme Battle Spectacle right now is hard. The only real, like, tough red zone stage. Well, I mean, I would probably say, like, the movie boss rush is rather challenging. Because it's so long. You have Bojack, like, halfway through, who will taunt that, like, he'll just terrorize you with his lock. And then you end with Broly, who just does raw 3 million super attacks, which is crazy. Like, Broly does 3 million supers, and then he will super twice very often. It is crazy to think that we got, like, the equivalent of that Broly back in 2022. Except he also canceled dodge. It's ridiculous. That Broly was so crazy when he came. That's insane boss, man. Alright, I don't know. Let's get some, we need to see what Gohan looks like against a... Yeah, we'll do this. We need to see what Gohan looks like against, a superclass enemy as well. He doesn't look that crazy to me. His stats are a little low. I mean, we were saved just by hidden potential system dodge and nothing more. I mean, sure, like, we'll take it, but at the same time, like, literally any character we could just load up with dodge for them, right? And, like, we could dodge boss super attacks. We got the hidden potential system additional right there, too. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he is supporting. Support is good. Support is definitely good. Alright, well, that's the end of this fight. Let's just go ahead and... Let's jump into a quick fight against a superclass enemy. Just see what Gohan's defense and what his attack stat looks like when he's not going up against an extreme class enemy where he gets extra stats. Alright, so now we're over here just against superclass enemies. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So 134k we're at next to the Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. Let's just go ahead and see what attacks that we get from High School Gohan, and we could probably finish up. I don't know. I do feel like they should have given High School Gohan a little bit more. I don't know. Like, this guy was very good back in the day, but now, like, he's just like maybe in like some specific event or something like that. But they just did not give Gohan enough, man. Like, in a post-9th anniversary world? No way. Okay, so what did they give him? So, I almost just want to quickly... So, let's take a look here. So, previously, he was at 58% attack and defense, and they jumped up to 158%. He had the damage reduction, right, which he still has. They didn't change that. They gave him this on Super for the multiplicative buff. The support, they gave him 1 key, and then they gave him this. And then they gave him a super attack effect. It doesn't feel like enough, man. Like, seriously. Alright, guys. I guess we could just get one more rotation, and we'll finish up. I mean, let me know what you guys think. The second I saw him take as much as he did from just a normal against Golden Frieza, man, it's like I don't really see him. Like, just because a character's free to play or from World Tournament or something like that, like, this guy has the right type of kit for a free to play character, right? Like, he's a support, he's got a defense mechanic. Like they have the right idea with him, but I mean, high school, he's just undertuned, man. This is just not the type of character with just like how low all of his stats are and stuff like that that's going to work great in like the 9th anniversary meta of content. I do think that, like, if we were talking about, you know, maybe last year, if High School Gohan came out, I think he would have been quite a bit better. Yeah, last year he would have been. Alright, guys, so there was High School Gohan, who, again, has, I would argue, a good design, but he does feel very underpowered. I mean, it just doesn't seem like they gave him enough, right? So if we swap over, this is Rumored Warrior of Justice, Super Saiyan Gohan Teen. Leader skill, Superclass Ki 3 and 77% of stats. Super attack is the Shockwave, which gives him 50% attack for 1 turn and 30% defense for 1 turn. Then he does supreme damage with a 30% chance to stun the enemy. Stunning, of course, is good. I do like, free-to-play characters having those abilities there. Passive skill, Secretly Punishing Villains. He gets 158% attack and defense at the start of turn, 58% attack and defense when performing a super attack. He gets 58% damage reduction at the start of turn. He gives Superclass allies 3 Ki, 30% attack and defense. And then he gets an extra 58% attack and defense, and attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns when facing an extreme class enemy. Here's how I would fix this character. Okay, so this we can keep. Keep this. But then this part right here, change this to 250% defense or something like that, right? Just defense. Like, don't even worry about the attack. And make it defense restricted against an extreme class enemy. Because, I mean, it's just, that's realistic. Like, they don't, clearly, very, 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 very rarely are they going to let a free-to-play character even be good. I mean, I don't know. Dokkan is you're running a team of 6 characters. I just don't see why one of the 6 can't be a great option and they're free-to-play. I just don't see, it's not like Legends, where Legends you're doing, 3v3 fights. And, if they make a super dominant free-to-play character, I feel like that maybe potentially could, hurt what they're trying to do, which is make money. But I don't see the same thing in Dokkan. These free-to-play characters, this guy should have been good. And I didn't like what I saw from him. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but I didn't like what I saw from him in the video. Links are Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Z Fighters, Hero of Justice, and Shatting the Limit. And then he has a 140% 12 key multiplier. Surprisingly, this is something I wouldn't have figured. It looks like the page is crashing. Okay, we're good. He's only got these 200% teams right there. Not a ton of 200% teams there for High School Gohan, right? And then finally, the actual categories that High School Gohan is on. So he is on the Hybrid Saiyan category team, which of course is a lot better after Beast Gohan's introduction. He's also on the Majin Buu Saga category team as well, okay? Then Gohan is on the Goku family category team. Gohan is also on the Super Saiyan category team. Gohan is on Sibling Bond. Nice to get, Sibling Bond options is good. Then Gohan is also on Defender of Justice. Gohan is also on Bond of Parent and Child right there. And then finally, Gohan is on the Earthbred Fighter category team. So, let me know what you guys think of the EZA High School Gohan, but, I mean, honestly, I just, in this post-9th anniversary meta, right, it feels like this guy was intended to come out before the 9th anniversary, and I think he would have been a lot better back then. But now, it's just the bosses. I mean, we fought Golden Frieza. The big bosses, their normals are hitting way harder than Golden Frieza's. Their super attacks are doing multiple millions more. It's just, it's going to be tough. I mean, I don't know. High School Gohan, he'll definitely have value in some spots. He's not a 0 or he completely sucks. I just think he isn't good enough.